Hello everybody, and how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. Right, I just want to say thank you very much for all your wonderful comments over the last few, about 4 or 5 months that I've been doing the YouTubing, should I say. I'm really overwhelmed by it all, and again, words cannot express how much it really, guys, does mean to me. It's just so touching. You're so very generous and it's so heartwarming. Keep it coming, because you spur me on to keep going. Right. Oh, I can hear things moving. I've just had 2 big orders, so before I've had to do it, and customers as well, so I've been doing a mad rush. I've had a request of a lovely lady called Catherine from Scotland, I think in Glasgow she said, and that she would like me to do a grave pot. Back in her day when she was a nurse, the nurses used to say red and white flowers are a sign of death. But I think that was back in the day. It's a myth. I mean, I got married and I had red and white flowers and I'm still here. So I don't know, you know, I'm in my 50s and I never heard that all through my florist days, doing real flowers as well, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to fulfill the lady's request. I did say I was going to do it either today or Monday, but I've got time to do it today. So Catherine, my darling, I hope this helps, because she's had a few people ask her if she could make some. So it's alright guys, I keep looking because I can hear paper in some of my things, so they may drop. So here is a grave pot. Now, for weight, I have placed in some decorative stones. You don't have to place in decorative stones. You can put in some pebbles or one big stone at the bottom from your garden for that weight, so when it does become windy, it's not going to blow away, so to speak. So I've placed those in, and I've got a cylinder oasis or styrofoam, or you know what you may call it, or Sahara block cylinder, you know, in America some people call it that. And I've put the pebbles at the bottom, and this, guys, fits perfect. So you don't need to shape it off a block. You just place one of those in, and then you get your lid, and you have to press it on because it clicks on, so we don't want it falling off. Let me just check that it's all on by going round with it. There we go. It's a bit dusty from the oasis and my cup of coffee. So that is ready to start doing our design. So first of all, we're going to go through what I'm going to add in for the Christmas design at the side of a funeral grave. So I've got out some conifer. I do like this. You don't have to use this. You can use fern, you can use long stem willows, willow leaves that are really quite long. You can use ficus leaves, smaller fern if you wish, or larger fern. It's your choice, but I like to see this. I think it gives off a natural touch. I have grabbed out some smaller fern. I haven't got the longer one, the rubbery one, because it's not going to be massive, you know. It's going to stay relatively within, I say, about this height going down, and it's going to be all around. So I've got some of that as well. I've also cut out, I thought The eucalyptus looks beautiful in any design all year round, and it's alright, plastic. And I thought we could add some of our silver dollar eucalyptus, my favourite. I have got the most common one, but I tend to use this a lot because I like the shape of the leaves and they're much wider. Now I've got 3 pieces of grass. I thought with the loved one, you know, being in the ground with beautiful grass above, that we could just incorporate, or I've pulled it off, incorporate some of our grass. Let me just place that back on, guys. Gosh, I'm naughty for this. These are push-ups, so, and that's the central piece. So I've only got 3. I've got out, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 cinnamon sticks as well. Because we're not going to be making this funky again. It's a sign of respect to the loved one, and also just a small little arrangement to show that they're still in our thoughts. So I've got some cinnamon sticks. I've also got some pine cones as well. Again, the natural ground woody effect for the arrangement, and that also sets off the theme of what we are doing. It's alright, I'm picking, I can see some glue strings because I have it put longer stems on. So we've got our pine cones. I've also got red berries. Now, red berries I think are beautiful. I love all berries, but these, I think, they're really, honest guys, I really do like the red berries. They're very traditional as well. So I've got some more of those out. Now, talking about white, I've got white roses because we are going, Catherine, to do red and white flowers. So I can show you how beautiful they look. And I love to put white, and I always say white in any funeral flowers is a sign of purity and an angelic feel, to where the person is going to the angels, where the angels are pure. That is what I represent with the white. I'm going to have to reach right down here, guys. And I've also got out some Christmas roses. Now, I said in red, I said I don't want wacky or sparkly, but these have got a little bit of glitter on, just to give that seasonal feel of what time of year you are, especially sending this gift and thinking of that loved one who's no longer around. And then finally, I've got our calla lilies. I could have used the bigger lilies, but I just wanted to use these for the movement. Some people represent lilies also with death, but honestly guys, I had lilies in my wedding bouquet. They are an all year round flower, and they are a flower that represents any event, just like the roses. So I thought we may incorporate those as well. So that is all we have got today. So let's get started. So now I've put an extra pick on one of my roses to make it longer. And I'm going to put this in first because this is what we are going to work around. So let's get this glued in. And it's going in the center hole, and I want it around that height. Now, each of these holes, I had a lady saying she couldn't make her grave pot look full because she didn't have enough holes, and I asked her what she put in the holes, and she did say one of each flower. Now you have enough room in these holes around to place more than one stem in each hole. So once I told her that, the lady redid it, and she was thanking me because she didn't realise such a simple thing, but she was overwhelmed that it looked much better than what she did from the beginning. So we're going to put our conifer in, and what I'm going to do is put 3 conifers in the centre with our stem of our rose. So I'm going to do them at 8 o'clock, and I'm not going higher than the rose. The rose is the highest point, so anything now goes under it. So we're going there at 8 o'clock. Then 4 o'clock. And this is how you're looking at it. And then 12 o'clock. So that is your conifer on that central opening of that circle. So now we are going to go to the next row down, because you've got 3 rows of circles, the center one, the middle one, and then the outer one. So now we are going in the center one. So where we have these 2 here, I will place another conifer in between these 2, but slightly lower. So let's get this one in as well. So I'll place that there, and that is slightly lower than those 2. And again, we'll do it on this side, place one in slightly lower than these 2 here. And then we'll do the same on this side. Slightly again lower than these in the center. Now I have 3 left with shorter stems, and I'm going to do the same with these. Now I'm going to take into consideration the second row. I need to go lower than the second row. So on the 3rd row here, I'll place one in between those on the 2nd row. So again, you've got these 2 here on the 2nd row. So I'm going on the outer circle and placing that there. And I'm only putting 3 in on each row. And they're lower down as well. So you get that effect. Now I want to place in our grass, and I've only got 3 of these as well. And this is going to be our bottom of our border. So these are going to go in between these on the outer side. And just tilt them slightly out. Just like that. So now you have the bottom of your arrangement. Let me just shut my door, guys. My son's brought me the coffee and left the door wide open. And I've got the heating on, or should I say my heater. It is a very cold day today. So that is your conifer and your grass. So let's get our eucalyptus. And we're going to do a similar thing. If you see any glue strings, if you can't get to them, get a soft paintbrush and it will remove them immediately. Now we've got our eucalyptus. And we're going to go under where the rose is again on the second row. Oops, a daisy, I've just caught that leaf. And we're going to go in here. And we're going to stay again under the height of the rose. Nothing is going to be going above the rose. I'm going to stay within. Just turn it round. So that is our eucalyptus on our middle section. So then we're going to bring our outer section slightly lower again than the middle section. As you come down, things have to go lower than what the one above is. So you're keeping that shape of it coming down, and you can put as many of these in around the bottom just to fill it up. Excuse me. So as you come down, just cut your stems slightly shorter. So that is gone all the way around. I've got a couple left, so I'm wondering if I can get those in with the rose at the top. Yes. So let's get these in the right in the center with the stem of the rose. There's one. Two. Push that one down. So there you have your arrangement as it is so far. And if you want to manipulate any of your leaves and turn them around, if they're facing the wrong way, like I've just done, then that's also not a problem. So as you can see, I may push that one down slightly because I don't want it higher than the rose, or I may have to cut it because it is really, really tightly fixed in there. If I can help it along with these. Oops, a daisy. So there you, oops, there you have it. Just not forget my drink, guys. They may look like small pots, but your arrangement, you can make it as big as you like. They don't tend to be too big. Right, now I've gone there with that one. I want to place one rose. Just get my fingers in. Just under it there, and I'm going to place what I've done this side, I will do this side. So we'll place, I nearly put it in then without any glue, and then I should do the same on that side. So you've got that. So then with the other two, I will come down again around here and do the same what I've just done with those on the other sides. And that one like that. I think I may need another pick on this because the stem's not very long. So let's just add a pick on it just to elongate it. Do the same with this one. On this side again, I'm placing this in with another where the conifer was. So there you have your 4 roses. Let me just lift that head up, lean in slightly. So there you have your roses. So let's get our white roses as well. And again, I've still got the fern where I want to place in and around, but I want to do that, you know, in a short while. So in between the roses, I want a white rose. I can lift that, and that is going slightly higher than the red ones. Oops, I caught up with it. I'm not placing these too much higher. It's just so you see the step. Top step, middle, second step, third step, so to speak. If I go down in steps, like your staircase. And the same with that one. So now you have those going down. So underneath these roses, I need white. So I think I haven't got enough out. So let me just go and grab some more. I always forget to get enough out. Grab 4. So now again we're going in between the red roses coming down. So I'm going to cut the stem just a little bit shorter, so we don't need it extremely long. And I'm having that like that. Don't they just look beautiful? Red and white. Red for love, white for purity. And an angelic flower. Let me just put a pick on this one. Oh, Catherine, I hope it's not as cold up there. Mind you, it probably is in Scotland. It tends to be quite cold. But we've got it around 6 degrees today, which is fairly cold. Fairly cold. I'd like a day where I can take off the heater. I was on about getting another heater, one what doesn't make a noise. We'll see. And then again. In between there, we'll just make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So with the red, I don't want another red rose or anything down there because I'm adding the berries underneath to represent that red as well. So we're going to place in some berries under the red rose, and I will place it in, and I will just slightly lean it over so it's not touching. I'm giving it, let me move this back, I'm giving the flowers their own space. So let's bring these here. Go under here. And don't worry about where you see gaps, they will be filled in with other things. Under this rose. I thought I'd missed one. And also under here. So there is your red along the bottom, following down. So basically what you're doing is all your red flowers down in a row there, and then all your white ones in a row there, and then your red ones again, taking in consideration your center, all your red including the berry, all your red in a row, and that's how you do it. And then you look at your white and you take then you don't take into consideration the middle, you're taking the second row down and you follow your white flowers down in a row, and then that will balance it all out. So I've got 3 and I only want to place 3 where the red is. So these may need a pick as well because I can't get these high enough. So let me just get these on an extra pick just to give them that extra lift. And all I'm doing is placing the corsage tape around it. If you haven't got any picks, guys, and you've got quite thick floral wire, thicker than the usual one that you use to tie around your ribbon, it's to the point where it's quite tough and it's hard to bend, use those. They will also come in handy for things like this. You haven't got to specifically go out and purchase picks if you've got your floral wire what is quite extra thick. They will also do the job. One more. Oops, drop that. I'll pick that up later. So there's your 3. If you want to follow on with another rose, you can bring one down here. I mean, I could do that, but then bend it so it ends up, but it'd have to be brought out relatively so it's going down. If I brought it in, it'd be a step in. You have to keep that shape flowing down. So I could do that. Let me first get in, and these are going where the red is, and just bringing these slightly below and above so you see them there. And I only want 3 of these in. I don't want to, well, I've got 4 actually, but I may end up putting 4 in if I'm being quite honest, to follow the red. Oh, I've got glue string on me. Go. And then follow that red. I think I want one there as well. Yeah, I'm going to need another one. 1, 2, 3. So let's do a pick on that one as well. Just go in between here also. So you've got your red berries at the top as well. Let's have a look at our calla lilies. Oopsie-daisy. Yeah. So let me just go and see if I've got another one of those roses. My rose bucket is chock-a-block, and I have a feeling that they've gone to the bottom. There's one. So we're going to put maybe bring that lower, so it's lower, so it's not at this height. So if I just show you, and you'll see that it blends in much better. Oh, it needs to go on a pig, doesn't it? I forgot. Oh my goodness gracious me, I'm losing my mind. Because we don't want it stepping in. So what we're doing, if you look at the red center, top center rose, then you've got your berries, then your rose, then your berries. So you've got a longer line of red. So with the white, you've got a shorter line of the white. So just to add a little bit longer line to balance in with the red, because the red comes right down here. If I can, right down here. The white stops there. So bring another white down to balance around the bottom. And that's all we're going to do, so then that will balance it all up. Sorry about doing this. I thought I'd prepared already and got everything sorted. I forget how long things need to be sometimes. Not purposely. I think it's because sometimes I've got in my head the design, which this design I was going to do, but then I forget that I've gone out further than I got in my head, so to speak. So let's see if this needs, where's the white? So no, I need to cut that, it not go any further. So let's get the old glue off. And again, you can maneuver it around. So we brought the white slightly down as well. Because, sorry guys, I can see glue strings attached to me everywhere. Again, follow this white, just bend it slightly, So you've got that one like that also. I think my husband's arrived home. I've got the door locked and he'll bring me a cup of coffee. Oh, please. So let me just go and open the door. Ready for my cuppa. He's late today, he usually finishes early on Fridays. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then another one under here. So now you have it slightly elongated, and they've all got, again, their own space. Just make sure that they're all in the correct position. That needs to be there. Not in just that one. Okay, just slightly lift that one. Just make it going round and checking that they're all got their own space and that they're all sat not too far down to the ground, so we don't want that. So there you have it. So let's get the fern in. Now the fern, I'm not having it where it's all going to be sticking up like that. I am having it. Hi, Hub. It's cold, isn't it?
It's freezing.
Thank you. I'm having it where some is sticking slightly. I don't want it where it's up like that. I want just where the tips are showing at the top. And then I'm going to be dotting this around everywhere. So let's start near the center point, and again, if you can get any more in the center, brilliant. So again, I've put that in, it's glued in. I'm not elongating the stem. I want to keep it at that position. Keep an eye out what you've got in different holes now. So that is, if I just show you from the top how it looks from the top, with these just basically just popping the heads up at the top, because it's the flowers that you need to be focusing on. And then I'm going to do that now all around. So where the berries are, I'm going to place one in there. And this is just like, this is acting as your filler. Hence the reason I put the flowers in first, so I knew I'd have enough room then to place other things like this as my filler in. down here. Bring some down. And I'm just going around. See that one. There we go. And I'm setting them deeper as I come down. So now, these are going to go around on the outer side. Go. Fluff them up. One more here. I've got stuck everywhere. So that is with your filler foliage. Let me just manipulate that so it's spreading a little bit where the heads are just popping out. Now I've got a feeling that these may need to be elongated as well. Crikey. Yeah, I don't think I need the calla lilies. I don't think I need the calla lilies. We'll see nearer to the end. So let me just move that forward while I elongate these guys. I've ordered some more picks. Because I want to put some of these pine cones near the top as well. I do it how I'd do it if I wasn't on camera, so to speak. Oh, can you remember the video of the ratty that I did, that wonderful ratty? Well, because I'd purchased some more of him, they've all gone apart from one, and a young lady this morning wants the final ratty that I have, and he's sat over there sold, because he's going to be going on a table display at somebody's lovely house. think I'm going to have to elongate the cinnamon sticks as well. I think I've come to the end of my roll. Yeah. Right, let's get another one. Oh guys, you know when we did the box one the other day, I've treated myself to a different one. I don't even think it's not live, which I'm not, no. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? I've gone and treated myself literally to go in my house, under my tree. Oh my gosh, and I am going to be decorating that. And I can't wait. That is 8 inches by 8. 8 by 8. And I'm looking forward to that one. I told my husband that I'm going to make myself one. I do like the black and silver. I don't even know. Oh, I place it up there. Sorry about this, guys. I thought I'd already prepared all this. Again, not realising how long I wanted the stems. I've ordered as well. I've run out of it. Some tulle ribbon to make some beautiful ribbons. I'm waiting for those. I thought that was what the parcel was. But it did say 5 to 12 days delivery, so more than likely it'll be 12. Knowing my luck, guys. But it doesn't matter, I've got plenty of ribbon. I could use deco mesh to make a ribbon. Just fold it in half or get a 6-inch one and use that like tulle ribbon. All I've done with these is place in the hole at the bottom. As you can see here, there's holes in your cinnamon stick. I dipped my pick in the glue and just placed it inside the hole and let it dry, and then it's now on its own pick. Instead of putting floral wire around it like I was taught back in my day to place floral wire through, I now put them on picks. I find it easier because then you can bend it and manipulate it however position you'd like it to sit, and it's easier to put on wreaths as well, like that. Last one, guys. Sorry again about this. It's a bit boring watching somebody taping things up. There we go. I might as well have done them all. So let's bring this back into our view, and with these I want to bring in also at the top just to incorporate. Let me just slightly bend the head at the top. As you can see there. And with these, I only want 3 at the top. I'm not placing them following any, you know, any of the floral. These are just like the decor piece. Oops, a daisy. A bit too heavy-handed, mate. One there also. And then I'll come down a little bit with the height. And I'm just coming down like in there's a step again. Oh my good gracious sake. I can see through the flowers. I can't see. Just remove some of that glue I can see. One more. I can feel something on me. Is that it? And I can't seem to get it off me. Whatever. I know it's a glue string. Right, so now I'm going to place in some of our cinnamon sticks also to give off that festive feel. I always find cinnamon sticks are a warmy feeling. here as well. Go. And then place some a bit lower down also. Oh, it's quite heavy. Just get that bit of glue. I can see some dried glue. What I don't like to see. There we go. Oh, there's a little bit more there. I don't like any glue showing. Where did we go with the last one? Right, that's your cinnamon sticks and your pine cones now placed in. Let me just check for some glue strings hanging because I could feel something on my hands. There's one. I can't get it. Oh, it's attached to me now. One moment, guys. And again, if you can either do it with a soft brush or you can use a hairdryer, that works. I've done both. I can't be bothered to keep one fetching my hairdryer from out of the house. So I tend to do it with the brush more than anything. Let's just go right in the centre where all the stems are. Oh, let me get my coffee, guys. You know what? I waste it like anything. Let's see about the colour lilies. I may need some at the bottom. Oh, it's on me again. bear with me guys, because I can feel it. There it is. Just make sure. I think we could do with having a few bits of calla lily. Let's have a look around here. Let's just grab them. Just to fill in some space. Put 4 around the top. This is just an idea, and then I could do with 4 really around the bottom. I mean, they're not going to be that low, it's just I'm placing where the white roses are. I'm just going through just to see. I don't want it too much like a bouquet, you know, a handheld bouquet. I don't know, let's just see. I think that it's just the bottom they may be needed. Yeah, I'm going to place them at the bottom. I don't need them at the top unless I place 3 at the top. 1, 2, 3, and the rest at the bottom. But these will be shorter, guys. I'm not having these too long because I don't want them touching. Oh, that plastic. I don't want them touching the floor. And I can get them in. You'll see what I mean in a moment. It's just, there's a bit of extra, there you go, here, where my hand is. That's as far as I want them coming out. And I want them where the white roses are. To carry on, you know, going down with the white, because we had the berries at the bottom. So I want to carry on. I can find a space for them. And again, I'm doing it where the white roses are. Goodness, I've got about 7 stems in one hole. And that there, and that one. So room for this in here. Yeah. So that's just with the lilies at the bottom. So bend that head a bit more. So let me see with the top, if I just placed 3 in. No, I don't want them in at the top. I can just use those at the bottom. So put those there. Let me see if I need anything else. That's really quite weighty as well, with the pebbles in also. What could I, let me see. don't want to add any glitter. Let me just see, guys. Have I got any ornaments with those? Yes, just a few. I've got the maple leaf with it being red, and it's not. Oh, I think that looks pretty. Just in between at the bottom where the roses are. I think one. Have I got 4? 2. Oops, a daisy. How many leaves is that on? 4. How many is that? Let's put that aside a moment. Oh, these silly skinny hands. How many leaves has that got? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one. I may need to put picks on these guys because these are really thick stems and they're not going to go in with everything else. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So I need one with a 4. And if I place them, if I just pull that off. So I'm just going to. You can't glue these in because there's no way to glue them onto. So if you ever have things like that, I always get the top piece here and I do a U bend it back over on itself and then squash it together so the leaves won't fall off, and then they're like that, they're secure. So that's that one and that one. So let's take those off. These stems on here are really chunky, and we don't want that again because I won't get them in. 1, 2. You can use your pliers or to bend it over your wire, you know, at the top. I tend to use the just to push it together so it's tight. Just don't come off then. Right, so I've got 4. Let me get those out of the way. Oh, coffee. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's quite warm. Right. So I want to place these. Okay. That looks a bit bare there, so I could. Doesn't look right going right in the way the white is. It looks better taking it from where the red is. Let's do that. Let's. Fingers crossed we've got enough room. Again, it's a maple leaf, it's, you know, it's an autumn winter colour, so that will fit in lovely with the and I'm get with the design. I'm not letting these hang down here. I'm bringing them really flush up to under the berries. So that's where I'm placing them. Gosh, how will I get that one in? Let's see. Oh, 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 keep pushing arrows. There we go. Oh, my autistic son and his girlfriend Lou, I call her Lolly. She's lovely, absolutely lovely. My choir is having a Christmas concert. We are singing in a church for Christmas, and he has asked me if he can come and bring his girlfriend. I said, of course. You know, of course you can. So his girlfriend's mum has placed the date in her diary. Bless her. And my son has brought the tickets today. And he is looking forward to it. It's not just the traditional, I mean I haven't told him this, but on the flyer, on the I forgot what you call it, booklet that you get as you come in, you know, with all the songs on that we'll be singing, and you know, information about the musical director, the pianist Stephen, who's been there for years, is a fabulous pianist, the soloists who are in the choir who are going to be singing, etc. And then also they've placed in some traditional carols, Christmas carols, you know, like Hark the Herald Angels Sing and things like that, for the audience to join in with the choir when they sing it. I haven't told him that because I know straight away I'll go, oh, I'm not singing. So I've not told him that. I'll tell him on the day. I'll tell him just before he goes and sits down. Oh, by the way, there's in the booklet, in the leaflet, there's some songs that you've got to join in with. That's when I'll tell him. But yeah, bless him. He's bringing his girlfriend and she's looking forward to it. So yeah, it'd be lovely to see her again. So I can't wait. It's on the 9th of December, St John's Church. If anybody lives in Mansfield, St John's Church, purchase your tickets now, £12 per adult. So you can book, you can buy them online. Right, guys, and Catherine, my darling. This is, the video may have gone on longer, it shouldn't have done, but it probably has with all the chatting and getting up and down. This is my For You in red and white. I've done it in red and white because you're saying that years and years ago your matron said that red and white flowers shouldn't go together, and oh, I've done many coffin sprays in red and white roses, so and weddings. So this is what I've done just by adding some fern, some cypress leaves, a bit of grass at the bottom, some eucalyptus as well, some cinnamon sticks, again some pine cones, some red berries, just a few little lilies at the bottom, and some red maple leaf, and the red and white, as you know, roses. And that is it from that angle. If I bring it slightly closer, and it's quite big and it's quite heavy, with the pebbles in. So that is what you could make. I didn't want to make it too fancy, Catherine, because like I say, I take in, and you perhaps do yourself, I do it out of respect. I don't, unless the customer states themselves that they want it wacky, then I don't do it like that. Again, it's respect. It's you know, thinking of the others, you know, because it's not a celebration time. You know, it's just to send something through for, you know, memorial reasons, and to you know, say that they're thinking about them at this time of year. So again, I've done it from top going down, and where the red roses are, the center one, then you follow it down like that where your berries are. So red rose berry, red rose berry, so all your red flowers in one line there, and then all your white flowers in one line there. And that's how you do it. You can you know, rewind the video and play it again and again until, if you're still not sure. And then I've tried to balance it out by dotting things around, like the pine cones and that, and put in a certain amount around in different areas so they're not too much. And also the berries. So I hope you liked that. Again, they're lovely little things to do, and it's bigger than the pot, but the pot's weighty, so you'll be fine. So I hope you like that, Catherine, and I hope it gave you a bit of help, as I promised that I would do it for you. I've got to get on with some more work now. I've got another order. I've got Ratty to do, so, and I've got an order for somebody else, 2 orders, sorry, for one person, so I've got to crack on with those. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I won't be back till Monday, so please subscribe, share, and like, and give us a thumbs up and a little comment, and again, have a wonderful weekend, and thank you everybody, really thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you do and everything you say, and all your wonderful comments, your wonderful words. It's so touching. It's just beyond. It's beyond my dreams. What people say, I didn't expect that sort of thing, but thank you guys. Thank you deeply. And again, keep watching, and again, share to your friends and family, and take care. God bless. Bye bye.